Kyiv's air defences did their job, but that's no comfort for a grieving grandfather mourning his 9-year-old granddaughter. The debris from a Russian short-range ballistic missile smashed into the earth near a medical clinic in the east of the capital, and as children and women ran to the bomb shelter nearby. But several furious residents told us the shelter was locked. Many couldn't get in and had to watch as their loved ones perished in front of them. Yaroslav saw his wife die as she ran for cover, but it hasn't broken his support for the war.
To tell you the truth, I think we have more anger now, because before I didn't want to go to fight, but now I don't want revenge, but I want to do the same thing to them. I want them to know how it feels to lose a part of your family.
The Ukrainian armed forces said 10 ballistic and cruise missiles were fired at Kyiv in the early morning, and all were intercepted. But as Kyiv's mayor, Vitaly Klitschko, arrived at the scene, he was confronted by angry residents. One woman shouts at him, "Tell us why the shelter was closed, and where exactly are they?" Yaroslav's amongst those venting their frustration at him. Talking to Sky News, the mayor tried to fix the focus firmly on the Russian attacks on civilians.
People very angry. People very angry. It's not the war, it's genocide against Ukraine, against Ukrainian people from Russia.
In the border region of Belgorod, several Russian telegram channels showed pictures of what they said were Ukrainian attacks on civilian areas that side of the border. The Ukrainian president, who's in Moldova for a European summit, is using every minute to press the case for Ukraine's NATO membership, which is up for discussion next month.
And I think what is very important, our future in EU, and Ukraine is ready to be in NATO. We are waiting when NATO will be ready to host and to have Ukraine.
The past month has seen the return of this as the early morning call for Ukrainians in the capital. Strikes, sirens, and sheer terror. But Thursday's strikes on Kyiv managed to inflict the largest number of casualties from a single attack by Russia in weeks, with the much-talked-about counter-offensive yet to have obviously got off the ground. There's growing alarm about the length of time it's taking to start, with many believing the Russians are using the delay to deplete or damage Ukraine's air defences ahead of it. And even as they were still retrieving the bodies of the latest dead in the capital, more sirens sent the residents scattering and running to hide. The tensions are rising here. Alex Crawford, Sky News, Kyiv.